Wee, hello. Oh no. You can see my top light in my ceiling. Okay, well, I have to put stuff right here if I do like this. Okay, what's up with this table? Well, once in a blue moon, even though you have like a desk protector, you need to lift that up and clean your table underneath it. So I actually, cleared my table, lifted up the table protectors and cleaned and discovered that I actually have the nicest gray table ever. So I wanted to enjoy that nice bright table surface. So I just laid on top of it this acrylic plastic thing that you can buy and cut and make your own framework with. So I know there's a lot of glare, but I think I can place things where it's worse. Like here, you can see my window in the roof. So you probably also can see my fat face if I do like this. No. So okay, let me just keep something here. Well, it's Friday and I got some mail from Didi. I won a giveaway of napkins. Yoo-hoo! So I'm not gonna flip the envelope because then it will show addresses and stuff. We don't want that on YouTube. But look, American napkins are different from, Scandinavian ones. I think you can get a lot more fun napkins in the US than in Denmark. Oh, look at this. This is so pretty. Oh, I love it when napkin comes with like two designs on one. Oh, she even took the time to take out the backing of them. Oh, this is so cute with the edge. Hi, Gail. Oh, I love it. I like it a lot. And zebra. This one has a very like a perfume scent to it. And coffee. Nice background. I'm just looking at the napkin swap that I am so fortunate that Didi was doing a giveaway and then I actually won. Look, this is cute. This is cute. Oh, another one of this one. Oh, perfect. I think I will be able to use this one as a background. So having two of them is just awesome. Let's see. Oh, this is beautiful. I love the colors. Reminds me of Graphic 45 French Garden. You know, that paper line. Oy. This one I know. I think we actually have this one in Denmark. I think I've yeah. That's the first time I can recognize something that comes overseas that also is in our stores. This is adorable. Oh, cute butterflies. More butterflies. I seem to predict the theme here because look, she also gifted me this plastic vellum butterflies. We're gonna open it in a second. I'm a sucker for these plastic ephemeras. Oh, this is like a luxury napkin. That's like very thick, like almost feels like a cloth. What a beautiful, soft, flowery motif. I like it a lot. That's when you know that you appreciate it as a good guest, when they lay out the good napkins on your plate. Thank you very much, Didi. It was so generous of you. And oh, look at this. I've been really lucky. Hi, Rhonda. No, don't be sorry that you're late. I'm like totally late. We came in, I'm an hour late actually. I had some errands to run and time just flew. So I am, like an hour late. Oh, this is so beautiful. It's totally like pastel. Oh my God, I love it. So summer. Oh, I love it a lot. Oh, no. Also dragonflies. Oh man, thank you so much, Didi. These are so lovely. Oh my God, look at this. Isn't it beautiful? I actually have a napkin, my own napkin. I have a bunch of these napkins where I don't know if you can imagine. It just goes perfect to this. Look so delicate. Oh my God. Oh, thank you so much. Back to be hoarded until I get the nerve to use them. Actually, I won another giveaway from Didi that also included these ephemeras with butterflies that I used. Okay, I think I can show you one of the pages that I used it on. This is the current journal that I'm working in. Look, some of Didi's. And look, I staple on in the center of the butterfly. So it's like fluffy wings. Love it. And I also did another spread over here with the ephemeras that I won from Didi. The stamps, the cutout, and then this, once again, like stapled in the center so that it will flip up like that. And of course that kind of became a thing, you know. Once you get a good idea, you can't stop and help yourself. So I put in everything from that giveaway in my junk journal. Like here is one of the butterflies. Let me see if I can see. They should be easy to spot because I kind of put them on the edge of a page. So let me see if I can flip. Oh man, another one. Things kind of disappear in this book, so maybe I'm not able to. But if Didi recalled, she gifted me a handful of butterflies, and I used them up already. Is that a butterfly? No, that's something else. Oh no, now I totally bragged about want to see my butterflies, and then I can't find a single page. You, there it is. One is there. It's so sweet and subtle. Just a little butterfly. I think there were. I recall that it was like 4 or 5 that I stapled into my junk journal. I think it's disappeared. It's just swallowed up. Things disappear in this book. Okay. It is a chunky junk journal. So well, let's lay it over here. Okay. Ooh, one escaped. One escaped. You love those? I wouldn't be able to use them unless I had backup. Yes, exactly. Especially because, when it's gifted from someone else, then you treasure it even more than if you just went out and got it yourself. So, but I'm getting better at using the things that I gifted. I won these stencils from Sandra and used them already. So I'm thinking that I also wanted to stream something today where I use them the second time. So, well, did anyone see Kathy Arbor's stream yesterday where she jelly printed? Oh my god. I woke up early this morning and then I had some hours for myself. So I started to try and make my rendition of her light, bright jelly prints. She picked it up with white, and I really like the subtle look of the white because I think I can use that for backgrounds. Yeah, she's a pro at it. So I made myself some very bright jelly prints this morning. This one is a little bit darker. But as soon as it becomes a little bit too dark, I got back to, you know, the white. I really love, look how beautiful it is with the blue tones. Oh my god, really like it a lot. Yeah, so I also jelly printed and picked it up in my journal. What I love most about these jelly prints is, for instance, this one. I love the edge. I love that broken line work that the crusty bits are giving you. And I dislike when I have to use this piece of paper and, for instance, glue it into a journal, that I, you know, then I rip the edges like this. And then sometimes I rip off too much, or the book page that I'm gluing it into is not as wide as the print. And then you kind of lose that lovely edge. Can you see? I didn't even touch it, but already now it's kind of lost, you know, because it's not having that white frame around it that really enhances this broken line edge. So that gave me an idea, trying to pick up the prints directly from with the pages of my journal. So I did it. I think I did it with 6 pages, and I think I love it a lot. And what I love the most is that it's not. I don't like that I can see my face down here. I need to put something down. How about this napkin? What I love the most is that everything is on one sheet of paper. It's not a thing where you have glued in another piece. Like I was outdoor sketching, and then where is it? Do, 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 do. Oh, when you have to find something. I used jelly prints as backgrounds and then collaged on top of it these things that I have been outdoor sketching. And it's just paper glued in. Also, this one here. But still, it got that layered look. A lot of layers with this one also. So now I wanted to try something else, which is, of course, to create something on one page without gluing things in. So just wanted to tell you I love your videos and lives. You always make me laugh. Okay, thank you, Rhonda. Thanks for coming. It's so cool. So, but you know what? Imagine just one page, nothing glued in. You keep all the edges. So I have been playing around with the watercolor ground because I want to paint on top of this plastic thing, and I know that I could gesso it in, or I could even like go on top of it with acrylic. But since it's watercolor month, I want to work with my watercolors. So I am currently working on this page spread here, where I am planning to use some of the flowers that I jelly printed with this morning, and they're already starting to curl up a little bit. I should have put them in under pressure or something, but they're completely dry. Look, totally stiff. So yeah. So before they dry up completely and starts warping and curling, I want to draw something and glue them on a piece of paper. So I'm actually working like rather fast here. So what I do is that I try to make some not so well done fairies, you know, not so many details, more playing with the light. You know, this fairy here got a lot of light colors, so I want to do it easy for myself by using the sporadic white background that this jelly print have already, putting in a grungy layer of that watercolor ground, and then with a loose hand sketch in the fairy, and then try and preserve that washed out white look like she has over here. So, oh, you like my watercolor month? I actually am completed. I did the last one. I am painting ahead because we have appointments this weekend. So I did the last one today, and I was like, "Yay! I can't believe that I completed it." The last one I needed to do was called Record, and I know it could be like a Guinness Book World Record, or it could be like the fastest the fastest guy on the road or whatnot. But for me, I was thinking about a generic record. And the first record I recall saving up money and going down buying was a BB King record. And I even got the card from my record store. It's been in business since 1940, so it's a very famous Danish place to buy your albums. so, so that was the last one, and then I'm actually done. I think I'm gonna do like an upload. This just cracks me up. One of the prompts was drift, and then one of the prompts today was rest. So I just did this person resting in a hammock, and then for drift, I made Wilson from Castaway just drifting away in the ocean. And then what I wanted to learn from this painting session was to work with shadows. I think it's very difficult to make these dark shadows that you sometimes have when you're sitting in the sun. So I tried to do it one more time with this spread here, where I have like a dark room and then some light that's lightening up a pair of jeans. So it's not like blue here or blue here, it becomes yellow, and also yellow on the cat. So that's what I've been trying to learn what to do. Let me see, is there anything else? Wasn't it that was the last? Yeah, but I'm actually finished with this sketchbook. I love it so much that I finished off this book because it's from 2019. It's been around my shelf for such a long time. So I'm getting sick of looking at the cover of it. So it's just so cool that it's now filled up. Every page is, got something on it. This is my favorite spread. Oh my God. If you love colors, I do. This just sparks joy, especially this face right here. So I think I'm gonna blow this motif up on a bigger, not a canvas, but like on a bigger piece of paper where I don't have swatches in the end. So love it a lot. So love that the emotion in the dress right here, that fiery. And sometimes when I look at stuff like this, I know why I love watercolor, because it would be so tough for me having to do this in acrylic. So with watercolor, it just becomes like a natural flow. And then I swatched so much, yes, this month. Uh, I swatched. I don't know if anyone watched my videos, but I swatched out the complete Daniel Smith swatch card, and then I started to categorize my own favorite watercolors and swatching them out. So I have like a poster size um, tool that I can look at what I got in my stash, and that is just, I can't believe that I haven't done that before or earlier in my journey. That is just the best I've ever done. You know, when it comes to getting a view over my stash, that is just like the best, the best. You watch my video, my swatches. Oh my god, I cracked up when I inserted Loretta Lynn's, lyrics from the song "Darling." Hi, darling. When I swatched out the Queen Gold, it cracked me up. Hi, Pam. Welcome to my desk. Okay, but let's get back to this watercolor ground. I'm not sure that I can recommend it at all. I think it's very annoying to work with. I don't know if anybody have bought this watercolor ground and tried it out. It's very gritty. It's definitely not paper. If someone is trying to tell you that this is transforming any surface into like a paper-like surface for watercolor, ain't gonna happen. This is like gesso, gritty, dries up fast, got some acrylic components in it, but it got a lot of tooth. So sometimes acrylic soaks in the pigment. Can you picture like you paint with a red color and then the gesso soaks in the color red, so it leaves this hazy diluted pinkish color instead of the hot red. That's what gesso sometimes can do with water soluble media. Watercolor ground leaves the somehow the color like you apply it. It doesn't it's not as bad as gesso, but it still gets lightened up. So it's difficult to work with. I never use that. Lindsay the Frugal Crafter doesn't like it either. I go by what she says too. Oh, I have to watch when she's talking about it. I would love to hear her opinion about this watercolor ground. I was surprised how similar to gesso it actually was after I bought it. I thought for some oddball reason that it would be different, like that it wouldn't be so plastic and less gritty because it's really gritty. I mean, you could probably do your nails on it like sandpaper. So, but okay, I'm working on this fairy right here, and I'm having a little bit issue with the face because it's a turned face. So I have to kind of decide how is this lady going to look. So what I'm doing is that I'm just trying to put in some of the facial features and then take it from there. Oh, I have these graphitint. I'm not even sure that I should work with this kind of media. There's also something off with her head, but she could have like reddish hair, so it could actually be. Okay, let's try and give her that reddish hair. Now I'm a little bit quiet because I somehow need to make this look like a face. Uh, I'm using graphite pencils from Derwent that's water soluble. Thanks God for that, because it means that I can add and take off, add more, lift off. So nothing is in stone with these pencils. That's always likable. Okay, we got some sort of agreement here on some of the features. I know I could go in with colored pencils, but if I use colored pencils, it's down. It's a little bit difficult to correct it. So I would like to avoid permanent pencil until I got the features down. I'm going for a woman who's clinging on to a flying leaf. And oh, why did I do that? She's going to be a fairy with wings and everything. And I chose to call this Fairy Friday because I was just popping in at Laurie's stream where apparently her and Janet Nash has been making fairies today. Isn't it funny? So why not just dedicate it to a Fairy Friday? It could be like a darker color. Yeah, here I need a black colored pencil. Oh, let me get the jar. I need to sharpen it. Okay, now I'm getting closer to where this feature of the face should be. Let me get rid of that black dot right there. Hopefully I can get a white highlight in her eyes. Let me get a Posca. Let's see, I got my acrylic pens here. That one might be good. I want to conquer back some of the white. Oh, that was a little bit difficult. Well, she doesn't have to be perfect. And then there's something about her chin that's really weird. I think I actually need to fix the chin. Maybe I can do it with the Posca. Yeah. Looks like she's gonna have like a distressed look on her face. Let's see. No, we didn't go to the concert because Gail totally frightened me saying that my cat was sick. So we took our cat to the vet and it cost all the money. So we had to cancel our concert. But the vet couldn't find anything respiratory wrong with my cat. And I told them that Gail was like, sounded like a professional respirator therapist or what it was. So the vet told us that it sounded like we wanted a second opinion. So she took a lot of blood work, and that, of course, really gave a huge bill. So we'll catch Tom Jones if we are lucky another time. No worries. But cat is fine. My cat is it's totally healthy. Nothing wrong there. This nose is like maybe I should just leave the head alone. But I do like this port color from Graffitin. So let me play a little bit more about giving her this red hair. Maybe I could should she have like a bun? I don't know. There's something totally off with her nose. Maybe she just need that nostril. Yeah. I kind of like that she decided to be distressed in her face. So I'm just gonna keep her like that, and then give her some flying hairs here and there, like this maybe, because she is like picked up in the wind. Maybe I should wet some of this. Let's see. Hi, CP. But I'm so sorry that I worried you for nothing. You really worried me, Gail. I'm sitting here streaming, and then suddenly you go like, "Your cat is sick." I couldn't let it go, so we took her to the vet. And as soon as the vet has an appointment, we went, and then had them do extra blood tests and stuff. So, but she's actually okay, nothing wrong with her. She's holding up good for her age. So now she's checked. I kind of like that red wild hair. Maybe I should work on the arm so I get a little bit moved away from the face, and then place this leaf right here. So I kind of know. I want to go in with the Posca and do the. How is she going to hold it? You would maybe. Okay, watercolor. Let's see. You like the fairy on the left? Me too. She looks like she got caught, caught on camera or something by surprise, And I like that she's so pale, and she's like unfinished. You could paint a lot more on her face and stuff, but I think I stopped at a good time with her. Okay, could this be hands? I am going to struggle with these hands anyway, I think. Um, Maybe I should try and colored pencil my way out of those fingers. The irritating is that I really needed to divide up the grip. Oh no, I need to cut in the stem of the leaf. Okay, it's done. But can you see if I could cut that section off and then let it continue down here? Then I can work on that hand grip. No, you can't, you can't see much. Ugh. I wish that I could zoom. Um, where did my I need this napkin over here. Maybe if I do like this, like this. Oh, I hope you're not getting seasick. Okay, now I'm actually in frame. I have a stem right here that I want to continue like that. Okay, I'm gonna glue it down. Once it's glued down, I can better work with it, Yes, the backgrounds are from this morning where I, yeah, I woke up past 4, and then 10 minutes past 4, and couldn't fall back to sleep. And I just got super stubborn. So I ended with getting up and then just doing the whole morning routine with shower, coffee, feeding the cat, the bird, and then I was just awake. So I had some hours to kill before I had to go to work. And then I just decided to sit on jelly print, and it was so cool just to sit in the morning and starting my day off like that. Okay, now I got glue on this. Oh man. And these leaves are from this morning, so they are still not totally dried up. So it's a matter of time before they start curling up. So I think I should hurry. I saved them, you know. I jelly printed with these. I think I should hurry up gluing them into my journal if I want to avoid putting them in press in a book. Okay, let me get that stem down. Oh man, why am I so stupid? It's much easier to just put glue on the paper than on the stem itself. There you go. Now we have it. And only I can see it because the background is so messy. No, but seriously, if you're up close to the journal, let me move these. You sort of are able to see the continuation of the stem and also her funky nose. So, ooh, let's get focused back down. Can we save that nostril thing we got going on there? White Posca sometimes dries up invisible. So I'm just trying very gently to see if I can fix something with this Posca. Okay, I shouldn't mess more with her. I should just let it go. Yeah. She ended up with this facial expression, and I should just let it rest. Now for the dress. Linda. I'm not Linda, I'm Lena. Do I have a PayPal? Oh, yes. But it's okay. Uh, I'm not on YouTube for money, so it's okay. Okay, guys. You know what? I watched Lindsay the Frugal Crafter's review on these Superior watercolors. It's a fan palette, and mine was cracking up. Remember, I had all these cracks, and then she made a remark about if you use it a lot, the cracks will disappear. So I took it on her word and I started to paint with this palette for the past 5 days. And she's absolutely correct. Look how most of the pans have just miraculously assembled themselves into this hard, sturdy surface. It looks like it's glossy and sticky. It is not. It is really hard. So if you guys have a superior watercolor fan palette that got that crackling that I really disliked last time I showed this palette, and you don't feel like painting with it at the moment, what you can do is just take a brush and then start dabbing in a lot of water, twirl your brush around in the pan, leave it like that, and then they will be fixed. So isn't it amazing? She's full of good tips and tricks. But anyway, I am working with this palette, and we should pick a dress for this fairy. She's got red hair. It could be so funny if she had a belt where she's having like mushrooms, red mushrooms coming down. I can just picture it in my head. Maybe we should do that with Posca also, because I'm working on this acrylic surface. So I think we can do it in Posca. Uh, we need a grayish. Okay, here we can actually paint with the watercolor ground. Let's see. I forgot my name. It was just, yeah. But I must say that I can feel that I'm tired, like that I didn't get that full night's sleep. Now I am just painting with the watercolor ground, and it's like I said, just like acrylic gesso. I want to painting these mushrooms that's gonna fall off her belt here, and then I know size wise, if that's the size of a leaf and this is the size of a mushroom, there's something wrong, right? But it's fairy mushrooms, so they can be pretty small. But look how annoying and gritty this watercolor ground is. You can't even use it as gesso where you can, play with some highlights. It's just gonna build up a very textured bulk on your paper surface. Okay, we're gonna let that dry a little bit. And now I have to decide on the color of a dress. I like that this fairy got the same color as the background. I should try and give this fairy a kind of an orange yellow colored dress, so she kind of maybe merged together with the background. So I'm just gently putting in first the darkest color and then loading my brush with a lighter color, and then just with water trying to paint out the color. I like the idea of fairies camouflaging themselves with the surrounding colors, like a chameleon, So she kind of blends in using her colors as a camouflage. But let's get a little bit darker orange here. We actually have a knee here, so we could have like something. Okay, I don't feel like I want to mess too much with this color of the dress. I kind of like that it's so sporadically. Maybe we could have some white down here. Let's see. Okay. Back to these hands. Oh, all of us got items and features that we don't necessarily enjoy to paint. Mine is hand and feet. So let me just try my best here. It kind of helps if you hold your breath too. Like, don't breathe. Don't breathe. Okay, we got an elbow right here, somewhere here, maybe? Yeah, we gotta let that dry. And then it will be a little bit darker underneath her arms. And it would actually be darker under what's it called? it in the chin area here. And right here in between the arms. Oh man. Yeah, I am struggling with this watercolor ground. It is totally like painting on gesso. I don't get it. I used it for my Bible journaling and I wasn't annoyed that much with it, you know? It was bearable, doable, I should say. But on jelly prints, very different experience. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Kathy Apple. I jelly printed this morning. I watched your stream from yesterday and then made myself some papers directly in my journal with the point of preserving that lovable edge. You know, when you jelly print these crusty bits that's hanging on to the edges, I really like them a lot. This texture that it gives, and that the broken line work where you end up with a white margin. Because I have to show this one. I did several prints. I also printed directly on copy paper, and that's when I realized that when I need to work on top of this and glue it into a journal, I would rip off the edge like this, and then suddenly I would lose that beautiful look of a white border around this edge. So now I'm trying to do journal spreads that preserve those edges and then work on top of them by using watercolor ground, so I avoid layering on them, so it becomes like one page, like one piece of paper with a drawing on top of it, so it looks more like a complete drawing, if you could say that, instead of paper pierced thing. Yeah, if it makes any sense. Hi, Dar. Okay, Gail. Have a nice day with your dad. Let's see. I don't mind the paint crackles as long as they wet easily. Me either. And the superior watercolors, they really re-wet very easily. And if you guys have this palette and you think, oh, it doesn't look like mine, it's because I rearranged the arrangements. So now I can have it like this on my table and still got that rainbow formation going downwards. So it just takes up less space on the side of the desk. So, okay, now for this wing area here, I think I would give her translucent green wings because I'm still pondering about that fabulous idea of her being camouflaged by using her surrounding colors as her own colors. I know it may look a little bit boring, you know, that she's not standing out. We are missing out on a perfect occasion of a lot of shimmer. We could go crazy, you know, with glitter watercolor. But I want to try this approach. Yeah, she's very subtle, very distressed. So, I think I should let her dry up and then work on the next one. But so far, I like that it's transparent. You can still see some of the jelly prints that's underneath the dress and everything. So let's try and see if we can make that mushroom down here. And then we had, I can't even tell where it went, but we actually had a mushroom that's falling off her belt somewhere around here, I think. And then if I just come in with the gray color, I will do it with ultramarine mixed up with some of the earth tones from my palette, giving me this subtle gray to just give us some sort of a hint of the stem of the mushroom. And then dab in some very dark red underneath the edge here. A little bit of yellow. I need to stop. I can't stop myself. A little bit of yellow. And then we got that infamous number of 3. So I actually need a third mushroom. Wouldn't you say so? Where could that third mushroom be? Maybe falling off her belt up here, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna make a mushroom right here. And then just using the gray to hint out like that. Not the best looking mushroom, but to come with a pun, there's not much room to do a mushroom up here. Okay, that needs to dry. It needs to dry. Are those magical happy mushrooms? Yes, they could be. Oh man, they really could be. Um, while that's drying, oh, I need to place this. Look, if I don't put my napkin here, you can see my roof window. I got a window in my ceiling. So if I just do like this, then the roof window is gone. Okay, I played around with this watercolor set. It's from Artistro, and it came with some watercolor papers, and in the lid there is a pencil, a wet brush, a sponge, an eraser, and then some colors. And when I bought this, I actually had an intention about transforming it into a travel kit, and that time have come. I have had my fun with the cheap paint that was inside, and now is the time to do what I wanted to do with this from the get-go. So the only thing I did was that I took this add-on. It is a water container that lies in this tray, so you have a place to put your water as a rinsing jar. And then I swatched out the colors to represent some more likable paint. In this case, it's Van Gogh. And then I gave myself plenty of yellow because when I'm outdoor sketching, I have this bad habit of totally contaminating my lemon yellow because I'm mixing my own greens. So now I'm smart. I gave myself an untouched lemon yellow and a lemon yellow that I'm allowed to muck up with ultramarine to make my own greens. So I love that addition. And I do the same with my red. I somehow just get a muddy red very quickly. So I gave myself Pyrrole Orange, which is a good mixer color, I think. And I gave myself 2 of them, one to keep clean and one to just use for. I like to warm up my blacks and stuff with a Pyrrole Orange. And sometimes when I'm mixing a black from what's on my mixing tray, I need that warm orange to make it go darker. So I just take my brush back and forth, and then my Pyro Orange always get this very dark contamination. So I kind of feel that I was clever. And then I added on 2 travel brushes, Da Vinci number 5, which is an okay size for me. And I actually like the travel brush from the Van Gogh pocket sets as they come. It's a what's it called? That plastic. Oh my god, it's a plastic brush. What's it called? It's not squirrel hair. It's oh man, what's it called? How can that name escape me? Oh my god, I've been talking brushes for 4 years and suddenly I can't recall what the name of this plastic bristle is. But no animal in this brush here, and it's got a very fine tip. So it's good because I often paint in small pieces of paper when I am outdoor sketching. So I need that for detail. And I preserved what I loved about this kit when it came. I preserved the lid up here. I really like it a lot. A designated place for a pencil. It's very easy for you to see that, hey, I left the crime scene without an item. If you look down in your sketch kit and it looks like this, you can so easily spot that, oh my god, I left a brush on the bench. So really like that a lot. And I really am a fan of these sponges. A synthetic, yes, that's the word. How can I not remember that? I mean, we've been saying word like synthetic brushes for 4 or 5 years, and suddenly I can't even remember it. But yes, it's a synthetic small brush that comes in the pocket box from Van Gogh, and I really like that brush a lot. And now you may wonder, where is the mixing tray? Ta 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 ta! You lift up this here, and then I glued in white vinyl on the top here, so we got a mixing tray. And I don't even mind that I have to take out this item here because it's like a sketching thing. Um, but like I said, you can very easily spot if something is missing. So I don't even mind that this whole thing needs to be removed and taken out, and then you can actually stand with this in your hand. And what I love about this is that it's got a full lid here, so if you tip your hand, your water won't, just pour into your pants, or it's controllable. So yeah, like it a lot. But you know what? Before you go out with a MacGyver kit, you need to test it at home. So for the next drawing that I want to make in my journal, I think we should pretend that I was outdoor on a field and then see if this kit and the colors and everything is what I think it will be. You know, if it's as wonderful as I anticipate it to be. So let's. Oh man, I hate to put these back into the. I dip this in water first. Ugh, that's the worst thing about travel brushes. Okay. So no more colored pencils. No graphitin pencils. We don't have Posca when we are out and about. And we don't have this fan palette either. Or this brush. So now we're just pretending that we are outdoor sketching. Okay, what I didn't factor in was that I want to sketch on top of this. I do need to just coat this with that watercolor ground before I start. Okay, and now I have to figure out what we're gonna draw. Let's pretend. I hate reality anyways. Hi, Bob. That's good. Oh, let me see. This could be a cool leaf to use. I got a silver background on it, and then of course this one, but I think that silver thing is funky. So could it be a dress? Could you like this could be a dress and this could be some sort of arms and then we need a head up here? Or will that look too crazy? No, I think a dress and this is going into wings and then a head up here and arms. I can see it work. Can you guys? You can see it. I think we should glue it down because when it's married to the paper, you have to work around it and with it. You can't change your mind 1,000 times and then suddenly you're sitting there spending 4 hours on one sketch because you're able to remove one component in various directions. So by totally marrying it to the paper, I have to make it work. So let me oh man, it takes forever with this tiny glue. It's just Arlene's tacky glue put in a dispenser that I bought in some sort of a dollar store that comes with a metal tip because it looks so fancy, when YouTubers are using these metal tips. But then I started building those tiny houses and I realized how cool it is to be able to squeeze out glue so nice. And then I just take safety, not a safety pin, but oh man, my head is not with me today. I take the pins that Dee Dee used as earrings for her Barbie. What's it called in English? It's called like a straight pin. That's true. That's what it is. Yes. Sometimes these words that I want to remember, they are yelled inside my head, but in Danish. Like I got this little monkey sitting on my shoulder, like, Lena, come on. You know what it is. I think this leaf is starting to curl up a little bit. It's getting almost like stiff because of the acrylic paint. So it becomes this strange consistence, like half biodegradable and half plastic. I don't think that I will put anything behind this page on the other side that's biodegradable because I don't know how this is actually going to perform or behave in my journal. I hope that it will just dry up and just, stay as it is. But now when the leaf is sort of soft, I want to take the opportunity to really marry it down to the paper because if I go back, I predict that tomorrow I will not be able to lift the lip of the leaf like this. Then it would be like totally dry and be cracking off. So I better do this glue work now where the leaf is somehow soft. But don't you just love this eco printing where like there's no waste at all because even the leaves that you're printing with becomes this ephemera in in your journal when you're done? Bobby earrings. That's exactly what they are. Oh, I want to keep saying that it's a safety pin, but I know it's not because the safety pin is something else. So the other choice I had was Dee Dee's Barbie earrings. Oh man, people are going nuts about these Barbie dolls. Is Janet going to buy a Barbie doll? I thought I heard rumors about her wanting to join the Barbie team. That's insane. Oh, I may need some light over here. Oh, I have to show you my new best friend doing this summer. Say hello to my Pusheen fan desk blower. Isn't it cute? And then I just turn, and it's very strong. Okay, now it's turned off because I'm having the camera. Let me put it back in here. There. Oh, and it's like it blows a lot. I mean, and it's just perfect because you can like slant it up and down so you can just have it next to you. It's been so perfect, but still a plastic toy, not a Barbie, but still like a kid's toy. I think all of us we're going like backwards. I need some more light over there. Okay, this leaf we put here so it's out of harm. Maybe it could be like a. Oh, can you see? It could be some. It could be some. The head. I'm gonna cut this stem off. Okay, we somehow need to make this the head. The like the Simpson woman with the big blue hair. She's having that Simpson hairdo. Yeah, I can see it. It's possible. I'm gonna wait with gluing the hairpiece on until I got her head sketched out. Lena, can you now pretend to be Beyonce with the fan blowing on her? Yeah, and with my cat shredding next to me, we probably dropped the equal amount of hair. You know, she's got all her hair pieces, her packs of hair, I'm telling you. Oh, I'm fighting with that glue on my finger. I'm just gonna take a baby wipe because I got that the plastic feeling on my fingers. Don't like it. Oh. Okay. We are outdoors now. We only got this box, and I'm sitting down on the grass, and there are like no chunky hunks to look at, so I might as well just crack open my box and then starts painting. So the first thing that I would do is to pour out the water. Exciting. And I probably would put it back here. And then, yes, I can open it with my fingers. I was a little bit in doubt how much to put in. I would start like this. Oh, that's perfect. Can you see there's like for a refill? So when that's dirty, I still got an amount for a second refill. And then I probably would start sketching with a pencil. That's the bad thing. It's a little bit tough to grab the pencil, and I might as well just take the eraser out immediately. Okay. This would be like a waist line here. The dress coming out here. This would be like watercolor. How is she angled? If this is supposed to be her wings, I really would love her to look directly at us, because then the headpiece would make more sense. So if she is, then she's actually flying backwards. Like, it's gonna be a little bit weird, but let's make it work, right? There would be a shoulder here. I think she should have like her arm out, like ta-ta, a little bit mermaidish. So here's her arm going into this dress. And then we could have her head right here. And then, is it too late to lift this one? Oh. For the design of the dress, it could be awesome if this was lifted a little bit. No, it won't do. We have to work with it like that. Then we would have to give her a little bit of bosom there. What would her other arm? I think it should just be like this then. Yeah, and then the eraser. It's exciting that I have two choices. I could either negative paint around her or flesh her up and paint the inside of her. I think it would be interesting to paint around her. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna marry this headpiece to the paper, because I don't want to push her head further up, because then I have to snip it up here. So I'm gonna quickly glue this down. Oh, it's starting to get fragile. But okay, it's also been more than 10 hours, but it's holding up pretty good. Wouldn't you say so? Like 10-hour old leaf from from the garden. Yeah. I think it's the last hour for gluing this in before it starts to crackle and just crumple underneath my hands while I'm squeezing it down. I'm squeezing it totally firm, because that's how my sketchbook will treat this leaf when it's closed. So the more flat I can get it, I think the better. Even though it is super tempting to let it buckle out a little bit, like this one is sticking out. Is that too much? No, I don't think so. It could be like a design element of the dress going up around the neck, like this maybe. Yeah, if it has to be a design element, we have to force it to the left. So now I probably will have to sit and then just hold my finger with the glue like this. Arlene's tacky glue is supposed to dry up transparent, so, and quickly. So let me just sit like this with my finger for just half a minute. Do 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 do. Yeah, it's still wet. Oh, this is gonna be so pretty. This is super fun. And I think the reason why I like this bright jelly print session that Kathy Arbor had yesterday when she included the white as a pickup color is that it doesn't become so dominating, you know? It's not like I have like this ultra dark background. I can still treat it as a fairly blank sheet of paper, you know, like a blank canvas with a very subtle starter background starter. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna take any chances. I mean, Versace will tell me to just keep my finger there until it's totally dry because it will muck up the design of the dress. So I'm keeping my finger there. Okay. I actually got some stencils from Sandra. I won. Now, let me tell you the most crazy giveaway story. I am not present at one of Sandra's streams, and she's making a giveaway of stencils. And then Kathy Arbor, she thinks, oh, Lena loves stencils, so I'm gonna put in a number for her. So she puts in number, was it 22 or 26? I don't know. 22 or 26, and win the giveaway. And then I was so happy that she thought about me. So what happened is that the week after, Sandra is making another giveaway, and this time Kathy Arbor is absent from the live stream. And I'm thinking, oh, now I can maybe, if I'm really lucky, return a favor. So I put in the number close to what Kathy Arbor put in, you know, really speaking to the lady of luck. And I think I done it in 26 or 22. And then I won the giveaway. Isn't it crazy? So I actually, laughed that day. Oh, look, I can remove my finger. It's there. And it's got the right direction. Perfect. So I thought it was so funny. And the stencil arrived, and I've already used them and tried them out. I love them a lot. This is a texture of numbers and this honeycomb. So I think I could try and stencil that off the page so we get that layered look of something going on in the margin here, transitioning into a jelly thing. But I want to make sure you have to turn it the right way. I think this is how it goes. Oh no, then the border is on the wrong side. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about getting it backwards. You see, I have to do it like this way for the numbers to line up. But I think I'm gonna mock it up. I'm gonna do it upside down and backwards. Then it just becomes a pattern. I hope nobody will like focus on like, hey, that's on its head. And I want to start out with the China blue. So I kind of stay into the same color family as the jelly print. Oh wow, this is so dry. I haven't been using my pad for a long time. Okay, hang on. I need to go grab my glycerin spray. I got a spray with glycerin. Or maybe I can just spray it with water. Okay, I just sprayed it with water. Let's see what happens. It is totally retired. It's going like, oh, I can't, Lena, please. I was hibernating, and then suddenly it's ripped out of its hibernation. Okay, but let's for fun just lift it and see how it looks. Yeah, I love it. Okay, more of that over here to kind of create some sort of symmetry. And now we can place it correctly, which is this way, right? Yeah, this way. Hi, Barbara Clark. Yeah, it's nice to catch me live. Hi, Anne Lar. You're not late. You know what? I was the one who was late. I had some errands to run, so I saw Laurie start her stream, and then I had to go, and then I came back much later than anticipated. I'm using a stencil that I won in a giveaway. I've been so lucky. So I should have played the lottery. I want to give away at Dee Dee's and at Sandra's. So I've been really lucky. Okay, is Dot here? No, she's not. Okay, I'm gonna reveal my secret. Guys, you want to know why I've won the last 4 giveaways that I have entered? Well, I noticed a lot of people were saying that Dot, you know, Dot from UK, she wins a lot. So I went back and then I investigated. I thought, that's not just random, because Dot is like a creature of habit. So she probably used the same number again and again. And then I realized that she actually grabs a very high number, almost always higher than 80. So I tried the Dot method and picking a high number, and then I actually won every single 4 giveaway that I entered, except the one at Sandra's, because the at that one I deliberately tried to pick the same number in the same range as what Kathy Arbor had picked when she won on my behalf. But isn't it crazy? So maybe there is a rhythm to the madness. But now that I know it, I've stopped uh, using Dot's numbers because, yeah, it's her number. But I didn't pick the exact same as her. I deliberately took 5 or 6 below. Oh, man. Okay, I like the idea about trying to negative paint around this lady. So if I was outside, I would take the water brush. And now I would need a mixing space, right? So this one comes out and hopefully won't fly off the bench. Oh, look, you're more encouraged to put things back where they belong because there is a room for it. Oh, can it do it, please, please? Oh, yes, it can. Okay, that was one of the things. If this is not going to be able to fit on top of here, it's not my water brush. Then I would need to swatch out the water brush because I would lose a tiny lid like that if I was outdoor sketching. Okay, I would still love to have the sponge. That's going to be an issue. I probably would put the sponge here. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I would probably put this up here then. Look how anal I am. I should work at NASA where they test out everything. Oh man. I think I should try negative paint out in a bluish tone, like an ultramarine. So let me just grab the ultramarine. And if I was outdoor sketching and I don't have my mister to pre-wet my pans, I would just be a slob like this. And I actually need a rather big wash of it. And I think that I would have it to transition into a greenish tone. So I would immediately prepare some sort of greenish on the side of it. And now I'm ready to go. One of the pro or good thing about this very pale and bright jelly print is that now it will actually work as her skin tone because there's no crazy deep colors in this jelly print. So suddenly her arm appears very bright. And now I would let it transition out into a green tone. And now we need some darker to enhance that pointy finger going on here. The slim wrist here. Okay, that's one part of her. Let's do the other side. That's funny. I never won, and I always put in my age 79. Then that's not according to the rule. Maybe there is just something magic about Dot. That is so crazy. 79 is one of those numbers that I would predict would be a winner number. I usually put in 17 until I realized that Sandra is too. And I think the reason why Sandra and I love to use the number 17 is because that's our birthday. Both of us is having our birthday the 17th of October. So I stopped using 17 because I saw that, you know, it's Sandra's number. And that's just how, isn't we, us Phibs, like so considerate and cute? You know, yes, that's just so cute. Okay, a little light blue up there. Maybe some light blue down here also. I would probably say like this is where her dress is stopping. Maybe a little more dark underneath that one right there. I also need that very saturated dark right here, I think. Da-da-da. Yeah, now I have to think about her curves. It's got a boob there, her hips there. It's coming in. It's okay that she's not like time glass figure. Just for fun, what happens if we put in some white on her chest area? Honestly, it's almost like there's no difference between the watercolor ground and just painting directly on top of this acrylic print right here. And that is a little bit scary, you know, because yeah, that just is a little bit scary. You would think that watercolor ground would make a difference. I know that was very dark. Ultramarine is like my darkest dark, so that's why it looks a little bit scary when I come in. But I need that contrast. Yeah, I think I would let it dry up a little bit because it feels a little bit soft. No, I'm not going through on the other side. There still is that membrane of plastic, but it just feels like I'm going through the paper. Okay, this area right here could be blue all the way down here. Yeah. Okay, let's let it dry up so we can see how it reacts when it's drying up on this acrylic. I don't usually play in the giveaways because I really don't need anything, me neither. But I wanted Janet Young's. Oh yeah, the Zentangle box. That was awesome. So well done. Even though it was the wrong size for me. You know what? That's everything that Janet does is just so immaculate, perfect. Like she really pays attention for the detail, and she don't mind doing a lot of hours to decorate things. So for a person like me who thinks it's actually a hard job to do some tangling, I don't think that I would have the courage to jump on such a big project as to Zentangle on a huge box. Hi, Purple Nana. The watercolor ground I have says to leave to dry for 24 hours before painting it. So maybe that's making a difference. Oh, it probably is. Yeah, I could picture that there is a reason why it has to dry so long. But doesn't gesso say the same? Like, wait, normally when we gesso a page, we paint on it immediately. We don't wait a couple of hours to let it sit. Okay, if I was outdoor sketching right now, I would have issues with what to do with the face. I only got a pencil. Oh man, guys, can you see it? We need a marker. We somehow need a pen in this set. Dang. I need to sacrifice this slot here if I had a marker that maybe if I have a pencil that could go here. Oh man, that's just like getting myself into skinny jeans. Okay, I have to force it. Wait a second. If I erase this small enough, let me just erase this down to a certain size. A little bit more. Okay, now I should be able to fit, just like I would squeeze myself into a pair of skinny jeans. It fits there. I don't really care for this brush anyway, and I kind of have that skinny brush already. So if I'm lucky, I can find a pen because I need a waterproof pen to go with my sketch kit. Okay, after my stream is done, I can find that perfect pen. But just because I'm streaming, I just need to grab what's ever on my table. Yeah, I think I can find a pen that will go in here. Of course, a micron is too fat, but I have other pens, but not just near me. But I'm so glad that we did this test painting because now I could already tell that this needs some sort of ink pen. Okay, her lips would be around here, and this would be her nose. And this is why I need the pen. I need something really dark up here on the painted area here. No. Oh man, she looks scary. Oh, I wish that I could whiten out. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. I need to whiten up some of these features, especially in the nose area. Hooray, now it turns gray. Hmm. I think I want to heat set with a heat gun the micron pen before I start whitening it out. Lena, what if you didn't use the plastic insert way the top part will hold a lot more? I know, Rhonda. I just like that it's fixed. It's there. Otherwise, it will be rattling on top of the colors when I close the box. So I just kind of enjoy that it's, there. And if I removed it, I would somehow need to construct a lid here between a separator between the colors and the thing. So yeah, but so far, if we don't count the need for an a waterproof ink pen, it has solved its job. Okay, I need to not erase. I need to heat set this area right here. So heat gun. And for a moment there, I was thinking about how the leaf was going to survive that heat gun, but seems like it hold up. Okay, I'm simply giving myself a white area back on the forehead and on the nose brim, just to be able to receive some white areas that kind of resemble a human face. Because it was like the most unfortunate places to have a dark spot. I also have like this very unlikable dark area on the chin. Ugh. And now when I got that jar out, I might as well just try and paint in the highlights. Of course, I wouldn't be able to do this on a outdoor sketching session, but that's a very slim arm I gave her there. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave that weird arm because it's really weird looking. Um, let's see what else do we have. That's kind of this highlight was cool. Maybe one on the side right here. Yeah, it's not really white. Okay, it's good as it gets. Can you give her a profile instead of a full face? Oh, that could have been smart. Okay, let's try and push back the whole face and see what we get. If we can get ourselves a new beginning. Because she looks really weird. Okay, we're pushing. I think I just got the proportion very wrong. It should be like a turned face. If Dot was here now, she would faint because she looks ghostly now. But it's a better start than before. Wonder if you can heat set this. Okay, now I would break out that skinny brush. Oh, I almost dipped in the wrong water. It's a good size rinsing jar, you know, a good cup size. It's bigger than the cup that's available for the Winsor & Newton travel kit that I got. And that kit comes with a very, very dark rinsing cup. So you actually can't really tell how dirty your water is or how much water you have in it. So I like that it's a transparent cup. It is too soon to paint on this. You know what? I guess you guys are right. There is a need for this watercolor ground to kind of settle. I can just kind of feel, you know, it feels different to paint on this than on other areas on the one I had before. I should leave that alone and let it rest a little bit before I come back. Okay, for the dress. What can we do? I wonder if we can. Should I try? I'm deviating a little bit from my plan. Should I try and grab some Posca and see if we can draw on top of the leaf? Let me see. No, that's too hard. I want something that's got a nib that's not too strong. Maybe. Mm, yeah, I think I got a solution. I'm sorry for being quiet because I was thinking, you know what? I think these markers that got like a very pointy nib will destroy the texture of the leaf. So it have to be like a blunt nib. And this is a blunt round tip. And I actually think that if you have a blunt round tip that you can at least dot in some sort of pattern without damaging the surface of this very fragile leaf. So first I'm gonna try to dot in the lower part of the dress just to kind of make it separate more from the upper body. So you kind of think of it as a dress. Look, now the leaf is starting to curl up. Let's see if we can fix that up curling dryness that's going on here with glue. It's still kind of pliable, soft underneath. Hopefully it will come like totally glued to the paper. Okay, it's glued down. Yeah, it still wants its way. So we're gonna force it. if I can give her a profile instead of a full face. I think I'm gonna keep that face because of the hair pieces showing one direction. So now I'm just playing a little bit with these markers here to see. Oh man, this is where Janet would be a pro to do some sort of syntangling on these leaves. Now I'm using color, but I will break out the white Posca because the Sharpie that I got a very stiff nib also. So I think my white Posca also got this very blunt tip. Okay, and then I think I will continue this dot pattern inside the figure here. And all the way up to her top up here. Okay. Well, I think this is fun. Oh man, the camera is not picking up much. I'm a little bit in doubt what to do about this hair piece here. This is not showing up so much. Was it this one that showed up? I think I need to do a little bit more negative painting around here, maybe. Okay, stop me. Now I'm just going crazy with this dotting. Okay. Maybe now she'll be more accepting paint up here. Okay, let's try. Skin color. I think I should try first some greenish tones, maybe. At least we got her kind of turned away. A little bit more turned face than before. Oh man, she looks scary. Once again, if you hold your breath, you probably will succeed better, hopefully. And an ear here. Yeah. Oh. And then maybe I love this branch going like some sort of an ending of the dress. I actually also love that she's got that very unrealistic tall neck and this weird skinny arm right there. Okay, going back, going back. That's what I'm doing now, holding my breath and painting. Yeah, it helped. Let's see, get some wrong wrong green tone. Can you see that immediately? Suddenly it's like a little bit viridian. It has to be like more like sap green, I think. What is that? This is like a chunk. Okay, now for that white Posca. I can barely wait. It's like a Christian Dior look from summer 2023. It could, they are surprising you every year with their collections. This is like the fattest, roundest nib ever. I really need to get it started. Oh wow. It's gonna take a while. It's just like dilution pens. You have to shake it and hold it in and not like push up and down 20 times. And then eventually it will come. But you have to be patient with these pens. So now it's coming. Can you see that? In the beginning, I was pushing up and down, and then I actually thought that, hey, maybe it was, oh man, that's white. Maybe it was like the dilution pins. Oh, help me. I'm going in with the tip of, I should take the water brush. That's so good about these nylon brushes. You can treat those bristles very roughly. Oh no, we are totally messing up her nose now. Okay, I should probably. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this acrylic with the nylon brush. You know what? This is actually a fun drawing for me to make because it's not so much about coloring her in. It's more about you know, negative painting and painting with highlights. And now for that dress. A lot of shimmer up here, right? And then a lot of shimmer like in a continuing wave down here and dots here. And maybe we could also have like a white stroke coming down here. Maybe even this way over here. I'm trying to include the background for the shape of some sort of fluffy dress. And the hairpiece, oh, we knew that this was going to be a tough one. Should I just follow the line work upwards? Oh man. But I could actually imagine that fairies would wear a giant leaf as a crown, you know? Just going down to their tail or like make it work. I bet this was like the first Indian tale of felt when this chief handed over this eagle and said, I want a hat out of this, just make it work. And then they had to like construct a hairpiece that still looked like the material that it's made out of. Oh man. To me, I think it looks okay to work with these veining lines. I mean, that what to do with these side loading. It's like her buffet dress, you know. She's hiding her tupper tummy with these leaves. So maybe this could actually go and be some kind of a trendy haute couture thing. If you got like white hips that you wanted to hide, so it's not as bad. Let's just not highlight it too much, so it still is a little bit subtle. Yeah, she's nice. All the fairies I know wear leaves. Yes. Oh, thank you. Hi, Carol. I probably forgot to say hello to some people, but if I did, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Purple Nana I said hi to. I am scrolling back. Did I miss someone? I would hate to. It's not on purpose. Trust me, trust me. I think I got everyone. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I kind of like her, the way that she's just floating. Look how that the dark ultramarine got sucked into the acrylic surface and then just lost its luster. So it's just pale now. Yeah. I would say that the she is done. I don't think that I would include more colors. It's nicer when it's like a semi monochromatic. It would just be weird if I started putting like blush on the cheeks or something like that. But I could actually try and hint more of the eye. Yeah, I should just leave it. Thank you. Ooh, I love the way that this sketchbox has performed. And look, I can, still get a little bit violent with my hand gestures, and this will still stay in the compartment. That's a good thing. Okay, let's go back to this page. Oh, it's still holding up. Can you see that? Yeah, you know what, you guys? You should start gluing in your leaves and stuff. I have some leaves that have been glued in for my book for quite a while. Let's check it out. This one is also a leaf that's been on my jelly print. And also this one, it cracked a little bit here and there. You can see where it just kind of, not shrunk, but it kind of changed its, or maybe it was the paper that was wet. You never know. I might have done something with the paper, so the paper moved in another direction. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. This is fun. This is also and this one I remember that I really was thorough with the edges with the glue, and look how it still lifts up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kathy. This is my new journal. I am working with some of Kathy Arbor's tutorials at the moment because I really like the way that she's utilizing colored pencils on top of watercolor. I'm not that good at merging things together into a mixed media piece. So yeah, I really like it a lot. And I did this spread here, and what I totally fell in love with was this baby melon. I think that's the most prettiest thing that I've been painting all week. And that texture I would never have been able to achieve only with watercolor. It's a combination of colored pencils and watercolor wash underneath. So that really sold me, like this tiny area right there. Love it a lot. I'm using the same journal, I think, as Kathy Arbor, which is just not watercolor paper, but like like a notebook paper. Very inexpensive. I paid less than $2.50 for this sketchbook. So I'm working on the same substrate, that inexpensive, very thin paper. And then I saw that Lindsay the Frugal Crafter was trying to make fossils with her Derwent Inktense pencils, and I had to give it a try. It was fun, when you put tape on the edges and then just twirl with the colors from the Derwent Inktense Graphitin sketch kit, pocket kit. What the heck is it's got this like really long name. Oh, I can grab it. I got it right next to me. This one, Graphitin Paint Pan Pocket Set. That's very uncomfortable, giant long name for a kit. Very muted colors, and when you just in a square try and do like a galaxy with them, they just like to mingle and dance and mix. So it was really easy to get that nice background. Yeah, now we're moving into the jelly prints. So it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, but it's a new journal because I filled out my watercolor month journal, so I had to break out a new summer journal. So yeah, I love the way that we are only applying leaves on these pages, so it's not going to be like a glue book that's going to be like fat and have an alligator mouth. It's still going to be like single sheets. So yeah, love it. Oh, one thing that we could test actually was how gouache will work on top of this acrylic. Let's see, klokken er 9. Maybe I should do that on another stream. But I bet that gouache would actually be more friendly to work on top of this acrylic surface than watercolor ground and watercolor on top. So yeah. Ooh, Lisa Jameson is having a 500 subby giveaway drawing right now. So, in case some of you guys have enrolled in that, this is now it's going down. So, jump over to Lisa Jameson if you participated in that giveaway. Yeah, don't you think so? That gouache would be perfect on top of this. I think I'm going to try that on my next stream. So we can take out some gouache and then yeah, because ditch this plan. This is just annoying. I mean, ugh, it's not worth the money if it's only for working on top of gel prints. don't don't save your money. It's you might as well just pick some gesso and work on top of that, and that would be like annoying to combine with a water soluble media. So yeah, gouache might be the way to go. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna round off here. Oh no, before I round off. Okay, how would I do this? Okay, let's say I just dump this into the grass. How is it beating up? Not bad. Look, there's almost no mess. Oh, that's actually nice. I thought that I would be like much more messier. And now comes one of the good things. Whatever on top of here, I just put the lid back on and it won't make a mess and add even more moisture to my watercolor pans underneath. Last time I was out sketching, my son he calls me up on the phone and he's there in 2 seconds. So I wrapped up my kit very fast, like. And then when I came home, my mixing trays was dripping down, dissolving the paint. So when I came home and opened up my box, it was like almost like liquid inside, and it was really annoying. But here I like that I can separate that liquid mixing tray with this plastic, and then still close it, and it won't have like water running down here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I actually MacGyvered myself a kit that's workable. I'm glad that we tested it out before I went out on a Livingstone trip. Oh, you had fun? Oh, great. It was a weird stream. A little bit, not impromptu, but I was late, getting started. So whenever you're late to something, it's always rushed. So, but yeah, man, I love this kit. You can still buy these sets. Like it looks like door hinges, and like that's what kind of caught me to love it with these sturdy clasp and everything. So in case that you like this setup, I just want to say that sometimes when you're buying sushi, you get your soya sauce in these plastic container, and I think 2 years ago I rinsed out one of those soya sauce containers, and then it was enough to fill what water I used on this painting session. Like there was enough water in it. So if you don't have a small container like this to put into a travel kit, try and order some sushi. And maybe you will be lucky to get one of those small plastic. Yeah, it's all about making those kits. I mean, it's just half the fun, right? Packing the bag and prepping the kits, it's just half the fun. Okay. Oh, thank you, CP. I will take off the look. You can see my face down in the. Maybe this was not such a cool idea with this glass plate after all, but I love it when I'm not streaming. This plastic gives like this extra surface, shiny, looking like my table actually is clean. So yeah, but it's not that stream friendly unless you do like this. Yeah. So I gave my double chin its 5 minutes of fame today. I wish you guys a nice weekend, and I will come with an upload tomorrow with a flip through of my Inktober, not Inktober. Oh my God, I'm already in October, of my watercolor month. And I think I will include everything I painted in this month, because if I'm flashing 31 drawings anyway, I might as well throw in the last 10 that I've worked on in this July. So I'm gonna make an upload tomorrow about that. Yeah, great weekend. So I'm ending the stream. Bye bye.